Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. So at the end of the last recording, I had hit a power problem on Aquilo that I knew was going to be just a thorn in my tail permanently. I also knew that it was going to take me quite a while to actually resolve it, as in several hours of doing things that you don't want to watch, and I didn't want to record, and I definitely didn't want to watch a second time to put chapter markers in and maybe edit the videos. So here's what I did. I pulled all of the robots out of the roboports and put them all in my pocket. Then I disconnected and tore down the entire nuclear power plant, so that the station itself was limping along on just solar power. And then went and redesigned a solar power plant and a nuclear power plant that would keep going permanently. And here's what I came up with. First off, we can do this bit here, which has 32 solar panels and 8 accumulators, which is not the right ratio. It's more accumulator than you need. I think it's like 40-to-1 on this surface. But the key thing is that it gets us some energy. And each one of these is basically 600 watts per. Put 2 of them together. I thought maybe 2 of them will be enough to do this. And the 2 of them power this substation right here, which is not connected to the rest of the base. Here's what this substation covers. It covers the inserters, moving things into the nuclear power plant. The inserter is taking out the spent fuel. And just this much. So down here we have ammoniacal solution coming from the ocean being dredged up and turned into ice here. Excuse me, turned into ice and ammonia. And that dumps out into a tank. For the moment, if we are actually completely out of power, I will just be dumping it into the tank, and it will just build up in the tanks. And that's actually connected to other tanks. The ice goes out here, and notice we're still just, the inserters are just barely in the coverage of this substation. Gets inserted into these machines where we make water. And the water goes north into this section. And this section is all on the other network. So this network you see is the base. So we power from here. When these kick up and provide energy, we're also providing electricity back to this substation. So if this isn't enough energy to run all this stuff, once we kick this going, we'll get full load. We can see that this balance is okay. We are providing more than enough ice. Without the speed modules, however, we aren't providing enough. So the speed modules actually make this kind of iffy. Max consumption is going to be 588, so almost 600 kilowatts. I'm thinking that maybe this is a bad idea. Let's go with efficiency modules in here. Just like that. So now we aren't actually, oh, wait a minute. Now that's different. Wait a minute. What is my supply of ice? Yeah, why did I need the speed modules? So you're producing 570 ice, producing 300. You only need 120. Okay, so those were overkill. Don't need that. The purpose of this stuff is really just to make sure that we have a guaranteed supply of ice, so that we have here, these machines running on the solar power guarantee a certain amount of water. And the water comes up to these guys. We are going to put a water tank in here. Well, I've got a water tank here. So I can monitor water and steam levels if I want to. Haven't done it yet. My thinking is, because of the way I've designed this section of the system, we, in theory, I think could run out of steam. Yeah, in theory we could run out of steam. So I could pare back one or two of these. So we did this. Yeah, so one short on this would be okay. I do need to make sure I connected these guys up. There. So that cuts the amount of power we can get out of it, but it does mean that we should never run out of steam. So these should fill up and stay filled. So if these steams ever go away, it's because something has gone very wrong. If this water goes away, something's gone very wrong because our water is very nearly there. And I think the difference, given that we only have 6 turbines out there, we should be okay. Now, I don't think I actually have annunciators available. Let's see here. I do not. Can I make them? I would require iron plate, iron stick, copper cable, and electronic circuits.
Just the dragon.
Let's set up for that. Let's grab some... Actually, what are the real ingredients rather than grabbing the raws? Oh, it really is. Iron plate, iron stick, copper cable, electronic circuit. Okay. So, I am missing iron plate. As long as we're ordering in materials, let's order in all the normal materials. Iron plate, copper plate, steel plate. Let's order in some copper cable because we have a ton of it. Apparently, we are not in... Oh, right. We don't have very many logistic robots, by the way. We don't want to go too many or we start running out of power. I could go another 100 of them. Yeah, let's build another 100. Make sure I am requesting those in so they don't get just shoved in a box somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Wait for those to finish crafting. And now I'm just going to put all 100 of those right in the network. You guys can go right to work. See, 250 logistic robots are in work. How did I end up with I ended up with an odd construction robot. I need to snag a construction robot at some point. Now, one way of doing that there we go. So now I have 50 and the network has 100. Perfect. We're not using the construction robots much right now because we finished building. I basically did the ice platforms in concrete by hand because it's so much faster. Okay, so this first one, as we've seen, its primary production is all handled from the solar power when there's no base power. When there is base power can pick up anything that needs to be added to make it full speed. I then replicated it across here, but these are completely separate. They're not sharing any resources with this, except we are drawing our ammonia from that tank over to here. So this guy can recycle the ammonia here. Turn the ammonia into solid fuel, turn the solid fuel into rocket fuel, and just burn the rocket fuel. We're not going to do anything else with the rocket fuel. If I wanted, I could do something a little more fancy. So you are using filter rocket fuel. What we're going to do is I am going to put in... Oh, what chest do I want in here? Let's put in a red chest. Yeah. Come over here nice and close to our areas. Robots on Aquilo are, well, they use 5 times as much power, so they don't last very long. Making this base robot-based was possibly necessary, but if I started out with a mobile platform in orbit, I might have been able to get away without doing it. So we were gathering materials to make programmable speakers. Which I need to request in, or they will be taken away. There, we got it. I also want maybe some display panels. Make some of those. Means I also need to, I've got them, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 of these in right here. So let's put you over here. You down there. So, the condition here is if our steam ever starts to go away, and it should, that tank should stay full 100% of the time. So if this steam is less than 23,000, what I want to do is globally play an alarm. That's good. That's actually the same alarm that used to be on my pager. We're going to show an alert, and the alert is steam. Steam critical on Aquilo. And you are water. So we now have monitors on those. And I probably should also put down you guys. These will give me a nice display. I can't copy that. Oh well. Show tag and chart. And the label is Steam Critical. Now why that isn't showing it, I don't know. It should be, oh, if, there we go, if steam is less than 23,000. Okay, so now this guy is showing steam critical because he's not looking at steam. And it should be showing it in the chart. should be coming up here. Hold on. There we go. So you need to change your stuff to water. Okay, so if we lose water or steam in our first lane of our reactor, we will go crazy on it. The other stuff, not so critical. As long as this guy is running, the base can make progress. Now, we have enough stuff now. In the process of getting all that set up and turned on, I did get this going. So when it got power, all the stuff came together, and we are now making the various things we need. Except you don't have rods. Oh, we're not actually. Okay, so I can put this down, and the robots that were bringing us this stuff will go get other stuff. That's good. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like the scalloped edges. There. So what do we need? We need the rods, don't we? There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and just put down one, and then we'll see how many we need. I don't want to overbuild these too much. That's the wrong one. There we go. We'll leave the quantity low because we don't need a stock of them. We just need to have them available for use in the build. And if we Alt-X over this, we can see that we have more rods than we need. So we're good. Of course, it's going to take a while before we actually get some iron plate up here. Because we are still, our logistic robots are going to be spending most of their time charging. Actually, let's put these three in here. Do that. That gives us more charging stations. In fact, let's just go crazy on the charging stations here. These, I could do this, and now we can get cooling out to them. Heating. There we go. So that means we're just boosting the amount of power we're going to be used to charge. Boom. So we're up to using quite a bit more power, but we didn't peak out. Good. And somehow 4 of our logistic robots got tossed in my inventory. There we go. So the robots are using their energy so quickly, they probably have to charge a couple times just to make that trip. So we'll toss more charging stations in all over the place. So anyway, there we have it. I've recovered from the problems that ended the last recording. You can see the reactor area that I built. And like I said, I believe this will continue to run safely. This reactor is not dependent upon ice imports. So if for some reason our imports should slow down, we'll be okay. And we are now ready to do some exporting of stuff. What I need is I need to have a platform like Plex that goes out to Aquilo. I'm thinking it's time for a redesign of this platform. I want to do a courier for Aquilo. Well, actually, let's try using the version of it that use the T3 modules. See if we can get through T3 modules going. So we're going to call this Courier 3. Whoops. I had it around the right place anyway. Courier 3. Let's try it again. Around Nauvis. So I do have... We could start off with this. I could go back to Avadi's stuff, and he's got an Aquilo T3 fast. This does require Mark III efficiency and speed modules. Let's see, do I have those available on Nauvis? Mark III speed. I don't have Mark III efficiency. So who makes the efficiency modules? Efficiency modules need spoilage. We have spoilage here. I can totally do Mark III efficiency modules here on Nauvis. We've been burning off spoilage, but we're burning it when we have more than 8K. So I can set up T3 modules without any problem. Let's grab this. It's going to be exactly the same thing except for some of the ingredients. So I'm going to make this the Mark III module.
We're gonna do
Mark III module ingredients are red, blue, special, and other. Oh, come on. Select new contents. So I'm just going to use that blueprint that I had in my hand. There we go. Mark III module. You are a parameter. You are an ingredient of 0. You are also an ingredient of 0. And you are an ingredient of 0. And you are an ingredient of 0. Oh, how about that? I'm going to put you in there, and I am going to be building efficiency module 3s. The reason why we have so much spoilage is because we are now starting to get our bioflux coming in, and we're not using it, okay? Because this guy is there. Oh, we got a wanderer here. That's okay. Our defenses will take care of him. We have nobody in orbit. Okay. Anyway, on Nauvis, we can start making these Mark III efficiency modules. Let's grab Courier 3. I think the only differences in Avadi's T2 to T3 were... Let's see, if I make some copies of these and cast out the middle, we can actually compare them. So you create a copy. And I'm going to take out that. Now we're going to lose the green connection from him, but that's okay. We'll just remember not to build from this without reconnecting. And we create a copy of it. And we do that. Now if I drop this down here, okay, and we drop, oops, oops, come on, you. Why are you forcing yourself into the middle? Because I grabbed the wrong things. I took out the reactors. Okay, so we delete this, go back to here, create a copy here, get rid of the correct thing. So if I put this down on top, we'll see that some things change. It looks like inserters. So basically, I can have my new stuff on the left and the overlap on the right, and we can compare them by eye. We can see we've upgraded a bunch of inserters. They all look like they're just inserter upgrades. So what he's saying is, if we upgrade the inserters and I think change the modules from Mark II to Mark III, we should be able to go faster. So let's go back to Courier 3. I'm going to start by building my normal thingy. So let's get rid of these. I don't want to just plop down his blueprint. Okay, so hub and cargo. Oh, let's actually do something crazy here. I am going to turn off auto request. I'm going to send that stuff back down. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to build this up and we're going to adjust it to taste, so to speak. Okay, so there's hub and cargo. So this is bringing out information about our cargo. We've got some things here. I think I am going to go a little wider than his design so I can carry more cargo easily. But actually, let's wait until we're done here to adjust it. I'm either going to go wider or longer. I'm not sure which. Power. power is just nice. This does prevent me from expanding south. So I think that if we're going to go more cargo, we might want to expand toward the north. Do not auto request, thank you. Let's try this again. Okay, the first blueprint I put down reconfigured it. You know what, I think we're just gonna have to deal with that much. Okay, I'll get this built and then I'll turn it up so we don't build anything else. We'll start off with this core. This is fine. Okay, we're committing to this. Fine. But no more. Everything else we're going to say, do not request. We have schedule here, which is just set up for waiting for ammo. I much prefer to use a green check. So we may shift to that. Okay, let's send everything back down so we got nothing in inventory. I think power is good. Defense forward. Let's think in terms of making the ship longer going north. And I think, yeah, I could go chunk. That may or may not work. I don't know. Basically, we're going to be getting a whole bunch of stuff going up the sides here. Okay, defense midships. There we go. Now the grabbers, this is meant to nestle in like this. So we're going to have to decide what we're doing down in this area. Whether we're bringing grabbers back or bringing these forward. We've got the guns, or we could go either way on this. Probably do it 50-50. Smelting, I don't think we can stretch smelting out. I might add more ammo. I don't know. We're going to go with Mark III modules on this. So we're going to get it built with Mark IIs, and then we're going to upgrade to Mark IIIs. So we have it working, and then we'll okay, here's our rocket ammunition production and propulsion. Do I want to keep the propulsion this way, or do I want to go more further? I think I'm going to keep the propulsion. So basically, we're going to do that same layout I did before. No tiles. Drop you in here. There we go. I need to put in foundation where we really do need it, though. So this is half the width of the thingy. There we go. Aft defense. And I just realized that the sushi belt, well, is that going to screw me up? It's going to have the turnaround on the sushi belt too soon, isn't it? That's okay, I can edit that by hand. Take this. This is going to match up with this guy. That's exact. Okay. This goes in here. Okay, so all I've really done is I've done the same design, but I've stretched it. I think I want to add one more set of grabbers. Oh, the northern part of the sushi belt had the grabber for this guy. There we go. Grabber, grabber, grabber. Toss a few of these back down to get back our basics there. I think we have some rare asteroid collectors available. Let's see. Add section turned off. Do I have any rare asteroid collectors? We have 64 of those. Yes. Okay, so hold down Alt and use the mouse wheel to select the additional quality.
Two fresh that I gave the rest of whatever money.
Then we're going to bring this back here away. So we also want to run these forward. Oh, I can also bring those up. Do we have cargo bays of rare quality? 45 of them. How about that? So we are going to be upgrading those to rare. You know, I could probably update Plex in place at this point. I just need to stretch out his nose, but we'll get two of them. So I'm going to build this guy to go to Aquilo, and I can upgrade Plex in place to stay on the inner planets. We may want an extra one of these to run science. It doesn't need as much. Oh, I can use my existing Plex as the Gleba Science. No, we really want a smaller ship for Gleba Science, don't we? Yeah. So you put 5 more of these in. Yeah, I don't really need grabbers back there. Let's put 6 in. There we go. Let's get you built. Auto request. I'm going to call this Plex Aquilo. You are going to be focused on getting between Aquilo and, focus on picking up things for Aquilo. So you will not be unloading. Well, don't unload at Nauvis. I could use this to bring science back from Aquilo as well. Yeah. So you're going to hit everywhere to pick up stuff. Oh, you're not. You are just going to be my Aquilo guy, aren't you? Because we don't actually have a lot of stuff to import from Aquilo. So you are the Aquilo science. Oh, and we don't. I'm a Goomba. The main thing we need out of Aquilo is just bringing back imports from Aquilo to the main system. Although it would be good to be able to send stuff to Aquilo. Okay, so this is going to be the Aquiloplex. Let me stamp down your schedule again.
Oh, okay. Well, then never.
There we go.
You do what you want.
Wow, did you just get everything pulled up at once? You just built everything at once, didn't you? So if you're going to be going back and forth to Aquilo, you need to carry a lot of reactor fuel on you in case you get it all pulled away as you do your rounds. We are going to be adding section. This is going to be the Aquilo import direct. So that's the Aquilo imports. We're going to stop importing nuclear reactors. We have 3 spare ones out there already. We're doing all of that stuff. I also want to have you handling the Aquilo science, which I didn't set up yet. So we're changing this over to cryogenic science packs. The cryo load is going to be cryo packs. I'm going to put 2,000 per load. Actually, let's do 4,000 per load. Go back less frequently, but wait longer for it. Nah, 2,000. Better yet, 1,000. I think along with this, I'm going to bring back. I'm going to sneak into this guy. When he goes and gets science, maybe sneak in, bringing back other stuff. Yeah. So you're not going to be a, what do you call it? You're not going to be a basic do-it-all, you're not going to be a science express. You're going to be everything we need to take to or from Aquilo. So what you want to do is you always want to be picking up cryogenic plants, and this is 5 per rocket. So we're going to leave Aquilo with 10 cryo plants on us. I'm going to call this Aquilo exports. We haven't done an export yet, because typically we're just importing things. So there's Aquilo exports. So we're going to grab all of our exports. We're going to go do a tour of the planets, pick up stuff. Nauvis, we are going to be all requests satisfied. Do I have room to put in a go button? I have room for a go button, don't I? Let's put one in. Well, not a go button, a enable. So a decider combinator right here. And you are going to output a green check when everything is good to go. So we're going to use that instead of all of these things. So we want 500 each of the ammunition, 400 each. So this is Firearm magazines greater than or equal to 400. And missiles greater than or equal to 400. Now down here we are making fuel, which we are putting in fuel tanks, which are not on our inventory line. Okay, so we're not going to be conditionalizing on do we have fuel. Okay. So, circuit condition. Always put in 2 circuit conditions, so I have one thing to block me from going anywhere right now. So we wait for the green check to be greater than 0. All requests satisfied and inactivity. Oops. And I'm also going to do OR. Green check mark. We'll promote one of those ands to an OR in a moment. And time passed, and we're going to wait for up to 2 minutes at Nauvis for stuff we're picking up from Nauvis to arrive. So there's our thing for Nauvis. This is going to be circuit condition, green check mark, greater than 0, inactivity, time passed 30 seconds, circuit condition, green check mark.
I thought you said you could do it. I think I can do it. I just thought you said you were going to.
And the rest of these are going to look just like that. Aquilo may be different. Gleba. Be nice if we could copy these schedule things around, huh? Now on Aquilo, do we want to do something more on Aquilo? We do want to wait for all requests satisfied on the top part. Yeah, I think we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to also give Aquilo 2 minutes to go through that. Okay, Fulgora. Whoops. What did I just zap? I think I just zapped the interrupt for nuclear reload. There we go. Circuit inactivity, circuit, and time pass. There we go.
The splits you can skin, right? Oh, well, that solves that problem.
Okay, so we're still waiting for some deliveries. We have plenty of cargo space. And you're not ready to go because you haven't started making ammo yet. Why aren't you making ammo? You require explosives. Explosives require coal and water. Oh, that's right. We don't get any water until we've got at least a certain amount. Okay. It'll be a while before you're ready to go. Now, I'm thinking I might want to go back to the original plan on moving the Gleba Alliance around. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe update it for Better fuel? I don't know. Do we want to take this design and modify it for Gleba science? Maybe duplicate Plex for Gleba science. It doesn't need anywhere near as much this space. I could just make a duplicate of Plex and have it focus on just Gleba science, just ignore the fact that I've got too much cargo. Okay, so this is come on. Agricultural Science Pack Express. So Far Science will stop doing. Oh wait, it's Far Science we want to duplicate, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's the one we're duplicating. So what would I want to adjust on this if we're just doing Gleba? Well, we don't need anywhere near as much cargo bay, really, but does it hurt to have it? Not really. We absolutely don't need missiles. Let's take out the missiles. That's right, Far Science was still doing the thing. We need to reduce Far Science to the way Plex is done. So what I did for Plex is I took out the missiles, took out the capability of missiles, okay, duplicate Plex and then simplify it a bit. Yeah, duplicate Plex, but don't bother with the uncommons. Okay. There. Save blueprint. We're going to go back to that. Turn off auto request for the moment as we're going to be doing some things. You need to use only simple stuff. These guys, just like that. So less cargo space. Replace Far Science with one like this. This would be doing Vulcanist Science and Fulgorus Science. I think we're going back to one of these for each science. Okay, well, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Interplanet Science Courier. Intended to do one interplanet science at a time. And you are going to be going to Gleba and nowhere else. Nauvis to Gleba and back. You aren't doing any imports, you're just doing science. You are doing the science load. So on Gleba, you're going to wait until we have enough ammo, all requests are satisfied, and inactivity. So on Gleba, we'll just sit at Gleba until we have all of the science. Then we're going to go back to Nauvis, we're going to wait at Nauvis until item count of science is equal to 0.
Let me. No, it was me.
So once we've dumped all of our science on Nauvis, then we'll go back to Gleba to get it. And we don't need the nuclear reload since it will always get this. So I'll add on all requests satisfied. So we'll get the load and the. Yes, we only need 100 nuclear fuel. 50 per rocket, 10 per rocket. We only need 50. Okay, you build. Yeah, let's do these. So we are going to do a metallurgic science pack, express, and we're going to be doing a electromagnetic science pack, express.
Spanish.
Yep, we're back to science expresses.
What did I?
You're the same. Difference is that you're going to be doing metallurgic science. Your station is Vulcanus. Why did I do circuit here? Oh, that's right. I wanted to potentially be looking at total quantities. I think I ended up not doing that. Anyway, it still works. All requests satisfied on Vulcanus, all requests satisfied, and inactivity and ammunition ready to go. Oops. Oh, we didn't put in our little solar panels here, did we? We have no way to kickstart this without solar panels. We will tick these up as soon as the reactors come up to speed. Grab you. And you are...
Alright, fight it by the candle.
We're going to change these loads. This is going to be electromagnetic load. Almost forgot to do that. And you are going to Fulgora. Do inactivity and all requests satisfied. Makes you. There we go. You are waiting on those. You're fine. I can turn those on now. You are waiting on those. We can turn those on. You are waiting on nothing. We can turn those on. So, Gleba and green science. Pink science and Fulgora and orange science and Vulcanus. these guys won't be able to go anywhere until they've seeded their nuclear reactors properly and gotten the power going and all of that. So how's this guy doing? You have power. You got 4K in the tank. Okay, so we are ready to get rid of your solar. You have a whole bunch of stuff ready to go. I can send back down all of these special thingamabobbers, although I probably should have kept them for repairs, but we know we're taking no damage, right? Says he confidently. Let's get rid of all of this stuff that we only need if we're taking damage.
They were all beating on it, and it's up and down.
And I'm going to rename this to Aquilo Express. So this is still all the inner planets. Mobile Factory is still doing its thing. Power Science is going to go away once these guys are going.
Yeah, just put them on the rest of it.
So when are you ready to go? You're ready to go when your circuit thingy pops up. These should all be greater than 1.
No, as long as you got the Blackstone, there's another big guy.
And you are ready to go. So let's unleash the Aquilo Express. Now with the Aquilo Express going, it means the mobile factory no longer needs to do the import direct here. But let's let the Aquilo Express do at least 1 round trip first. So, Vulcanus. Easy peasy, right? You are waiting on ready to go. Ready to go is set. Oh, he's sending us rockets. Oh, that's right. I need to have all requests satisfied as part of that upper one, don't I? Because we are picking up stuff that we're importing from all of those places. Yep, I forgot that we were importing from a lot of places. We are waiting on stuff. Some of these are on the way. As long as we continue to get stuff, these will trigger, but this should have let us go. Oh, yeah, after 2 minutes we go when there's no rockets in flight. So as long as it's sending us back-to-back rockets are okay. If it has to pause to build, that will let us move on. Okay, Gleba pickup. Nothing to pick up at Gleba. Really, stack conservers should be coming from Gleba. So we're currently moving at 180 kilometers per second. think what I want to do right now is do a quick check of the other recipe. Let's grab Avadi Aquilo T3 fast. Create a copy of it without the hub. Toss it out over here somewhere. Now, there's going to be a difference in how he cycles the engines. These guys are set limit 6. Okay, so we can change this limit. The idea is it can go faster because everything is upgraded a bit. Oh, I forgot to upgrade those. Okay, you need to go back to Nauvis to get upgraded. I forgot to do the stack inserters and such. We may not survive this one because I turned up the engines already. We're going at 210 kilometers a second. His T3 ship, which goes faster, takes advantage of a number of things.
Yeah, we just let these drop and then...
We're going to pause thrust when we hit Nauvis. Okay. So, things that make sense for us to be using these. Let's do an upgrader. I'm going to upgrade from bulk inserters to stack inserters. First off, all of the ammo. Because I think those are necessary. Okay. Anything we're placing things onto this belt. I'm just going to do the whole thing here. Actually, let's just do it everywhere. Are there any bulk inserters that shouldn't? Well, actually, if we're taking things off of the belt, we might be taking more than one thing. You don't want to be stalled. Whoops. There we go. I am going to use those guys like that. Remember, it's any of these output ones I want them to stack. We're going to change blues to those as well. If I'm swiping over it, I want it upgraded. There we go. So the next thing is, do we upgrade our missile turrets and our gun turrets to uncommon or rare? So do we have them? No, not Tesla turrets, missile turrets. We have some missile turrets on the planet. We have several we have a number of uncommons. Do we have some rares? Got 20 rare missile turrets on the platform. Okay, what do we get for this? We get increased range. I don't think I actually need it.
We should be able to just run.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
So we are ready to go. I'm going to head straight back out to Aquilo.
Just don't die.
So it will pick its route there. It has to go via one of the other planets first. So 212 kilometers a second. 192. So, right. The way he's done his fuel, they start out with full fuel. Oh, look at that. We ran out of ammo in our guns. Means these guys... Oh, we need to upgrade the modules. We'll pause at Aquilo. And... I think... I'm just going to wait for ready, and we're going to head back to Nauvis, where I'm going to make my ammunition go better by putting better modules in. So the T3s, I want to go from speed 2s, speed 3s, and I want to go from prod 2s to prod 3s. This blueprint that he did, why would you be using efficiency 3s? So let's take a look at our moduling here. Why would you use 2 efficiency 3 modules? Oh, right, because with the speed 3 that helps. Okay. I'll accept that. Efficiency 2 becomes efficiency 3. There we go. Changing all the modules. Are any of these increased quality or strangely moduled? Let's see how they come out.
I can read the...
Okay, so the rockets, he has 2 blues and 2 greens. Check. No real reason for me to go through and redo the math, but I could just refer to this. I think we good. So I differ from him only in the fact that I have stretched the nose out way out front to get more cargo space. I don't think he went with the rare cargo areas. Okay, let's try that again. This time, I don't want to see anybody complaining about lacking ammo. We should be making ammo a little bit faster. Direct to Aquilo. Okay, first leg. On our way out to Gleba. No rockets. Easy peasy. Heading out to Aquilo. Everything is being dealt with at appropriate range. I'm seeing very brief flickers of out of ammo as the stack inserters move it on up. So you're looking for cryo plants, and there's not enough cryoscience for a rocket. We're going to wait for cryoscience. I thought I had like 1,000 of them. I may have already picked up a load. Did I? Hey, Nauvis. Do you have any cryoscience? Well, if you do, you've already deployed it somewhere. Yes, we did deliver a load of cryogenic science packs. We haven't started using it yet, but we've got a load of it. Okay, so, is there any problem with simply waiting here until I have the science? We're just going to wait. I will not depart Aquilo early. We're going to wait until we have the science and the cryogenic plants. Those are going to be easy. But our purpose is to get the science. Well, secondary purpose. Well, the other purpose is to do all the imports and exports. But we definitely want to stick around and wait. Well, no, wait a minute. What if I need to get an import in to do the science? Okay. Pause thrust, put it back, circuit condition, and time passed. Two minutes. Or okay, so we're gonna do the 2-minute wait. Let's go on to one of the other ones. Okay, are you ready to go? You have some water. You do not have your heat exchangers. So, 20 available on planet. Rocket capacity is 25. So why are we not popping up the heat exchangers here? You, right there. Please make more. So you are making until there's 100 out there. You are moving it. What's the deal with the copper? We've got plenty. Okay. All requests fulfilled. We're all set. We still have the solar panels out there, but we have plenty of water. So you lose your airs. Trim you back down. So if we stay narrower, we go faster. These are going to be set to the faster speed. Actually, let's go back to Express and... Nope, no need. Guess I want to do the same upgrade here, huh? Modules and just do all the inserters. There we go. Just do that to both of them. Modules and inserters. There we go. Not sure how fast we're making the modules, but let's go with the bigger modules. What are you waiting for? Okay. So you'll get the modules and inserters as you go. Are you actually complete? Set you up for the higher throttle. Well, shall we do a Gleba run? Let's do a Gleba run. So you're going to go out to Gleba and you're going to wait for science at Gleba. Then you're going to bring it back and you're going to wait until it's all dumped. This means far science is going to be going away very soon. In fact, this means I can go to far science and I can turn off the Gleba refills and the Gleba stuff. I do need to make sure you actually drop your agricultural science packs when you get there. Yep, there you go. So you're going to sit and wait until you have dumped down the other kinds of science. You are not going to be handling that or that, which means you are not going to be going out there. Okay. You are ready to go. And you are ready to go. Which means far science now needs to be going nowhere, doing nothing, because I am going to get rid of you. Let's decommission you. Boom. Return your parts to stock. There we go. No more far science. You're waiting on science. You're waiting to drop science. You're waiting to load science. And you are waiting to load science. I think we're good. So I think import direct can go away. We still needed to top up our stone and our calcite as we go around. But once we get to Aquilo, I think we can dump a bunch of our cargo. This may reduce our cargo space, may allow us to expand our mobile factory to do more things now that it's not also doing cargo duty. We may now be in a state where the mobile factory can sit above Aquilo and can use interrupts to go pick up stuff. So for instance, we could add an interrupt which would say, let's pick a planet. Fulgora. Fulgora supply. Interrupt condition is any planet import 0. So if there's anything from the planet that we have nothing of, I think it's any planet import. Yep. Then we want to go to Fulgora and wait until all requests satisfied and circuit condition, green check mark. And inactivity. So this would say if we're requesting anything from Fulgora that we have nothing of, we'll go get it. I think I can do this for the other planets too. Pick a planet, any planet. Vulcanus. So I think that's the way this works. This is the first time I've used this, so if it doesn't work this way, I will find out. Pick a planet other than Fulgora or Vulcanus. Liba. Oops. Not any request satisfied. So go to Liba. Add weight condition, circuit condition, and inactivity. I'm going to turn off unloads on this guy. Well, do I want to? Do I want this guy to be delivering to other planets? Actually, I do want it to be delivering on a regular basis, so we don't want to do this. I think that would work, but we're still counting on those planets having us be able to drop by and, for instance, drop stone on Gleba. So for now, yeah, we'll leave his schedule as is. Wow, look at our science. So let's see, global statistics. So we picked up a bunch of metallurgic science packs. Gleba is consistently producing the same amount of ag science packs, and some of those will decay. Notice the ag packs are higher because they are not fresh. And this will be a bigger difference as the packs get older. On the way, 300. We're not going to leave while that rocket is on its way. There we go. Okay, so we are now successfully exporting stuff. I want to leave this planet. I think I am done here for a while. We're going to go back and look at science and what we need to research and how we need to progress from here. But I am done being a suit of armor on Aquilo for a bit. So, turn off logistics. Drop some purple chests. Got no ammo on me. I need you to come pick me up. No platforms currently in orbit. This is fine. And again, we're going to pause thrust once we get to Aquilo so I can get on board. Yay, dead air. So if I pause thrust now, I wonder what happens. Not going to find out. Okay, so we're here. Rocket is not ready. I have to wait for these launches to finish. Travel space platform. There we go. And we have escaped from Aquilo. Hooray! Okay. Drop to Nauvis. When you get to Nauvis, drop me. Other than that, we're back on automatic. We're waiting on science. It's going to be a while. I am going to proceed to... Actually, let's proceed to Nauvis. I think we're going to call it a recording here. I will pick back up on Nauvis with some idea of what we're going to do next. I'll see you in the next recording.